Oh, there we go. What an intro, huh? Let me see here. Turn this sound down. All right. Hey, everybody. This is my first time using this Streamyard stuff. And you guys got to help me out here. I'm not seeing a chat when I'm watching it on my phone on YouTube. Are you guys seeing a chat? I don't even know how you could even reply to me if you're not seeing a chat, but I just don't know. Live viewer comments show up on Streamyard. This is an example. Click a comment to show it on screen. Okie dokie. I have to click a comment to show it on screen? I'm not sure about that. Well, I see a few people here. I'm just not sure about this chat thing. Trying to figure it out. Hold on. Let me see if I could go. Oh, here we go. I'm seeing them now. Are they actually popping up on YouTube? Yeah, Sophia, that scrolling thing is just a part of the free StreamYard account. Now here's the bummer of a thing. Are you guys seeing the comments show up on YouTube? Because I'm not seeing them on my phone. It's going to be a lot easier for me to pay attention to the chat on my phone. And man, I just can't figure out how to see it. Hold on a second. Feedback, help, desktop, settings, history and privacy. Anybody have any tips for me here? Anybody ever use StreamYard? Let's see, notifications. This is all just YouTube settings. Man, oh man. Okay, if somebody could do me a favor and just type in the chat specifically, yes, I can see this chat on YouTube, or no, I can't see everybody's comment. Just let me figure this out a little bit. Because I do not know what's going on here yet. This is a test. This is a test. Okay, so I'm seeing comments from Kea, Andrew, Peto, Sophia, Joe Machos, Eddie. Okay, so Joe, you can see the comments on YouTube. Okay, well, I don't know why I can't. I don't know why I can't. It's driving me crazy. Hold on, let me try one more thing, peoples, and then we'll get started here. That's what I want to see. Where is the little thingamajig that says chat? I don't see it. Man, oh man, it's not popping up. Playback settings. No. I just don't know. Anyway, welcome everybody. I might have a little bit of trouble seeing the chat comments, but I'll do my best. Don't know why they're not showing up on my phone. Because I see, well, I have to have StreamYards open on my laptop. It's another thing about StreamYard is that I have to do it from my laptop. I can't do it from my phone. So, oh, thanks, Darren. Okay, thanks for letting me know. Okay, Christy, thank you. So I was hoping I could read the chat on my phone instead of trying to look at the screen on my laptop, but that's not going to work, I guess. Confused. Oh, well. Let me ask you this. On the YouTube chat, side chat, do you see the same stuff you would see otherwise? Do you see like the super chat thing or whatever else was on the YouTube chat generally? Is that there? Okay, I know you can see the comments. That's good. Just wondering if it's set up like the other one, like the YouTube one. If it just uses YouTube's template, I guess, for the chat. Yep, and I am seeing your comments come up here in StreamYard. I have to have StreamYard open, I think, to make this work. So I'm just going to leave it the way it is. Eddie says yes, looks normal. Okay, great. So as long as everything looks normal to you guys, we can say hello. Oh, hey, hello everybody. Cheers. I have Gatorade. It tastes really good. I don't drink sodas anymore, but I will have a Gatorade. So as you can see by the fancy little ticker at the bottom of the screen, it's the anniversary. It's like the 8-year anniversary of the release of Devo's live Seattle 1981 album. And this was the flyer that went out to all the record stores that carried it. You see there, April 21st, 2012, 2 LP set. It's got a little quote from the liner notes there. You can see quote by Gerald Casale. Gary Casale on the cover there. On the back, that was actually the back cover photo for the record in midair. But yeah, so there was the poster for it. It was originally released on vinyl only. Vinyl only. And I think a few months or a year later, we put it out on CD because I really wanted to put a booklet of lots of photos from the tour, the New Traditionalist tour, in with the record. But for various reasons, I couldn't do that. So when the CD came out, I was really happy that we could put that booklet in there. Yeah, so I just happened to be at my storage unit, a couple days ago because I had to research something for the band. So I go in there to dig around, and I happen to find a few of those, these live 1981 records. And so I took them home with me, and I'm thinking that at some point during this stream, if somebody's interested in getting one of those, I could make it available for sale. I did a little research on what they're selling for, and I definitely will sell it for less than that. But it's hard to find these days. I've seen it sell for up to $100, but I think lately it just sold for, I think it sold for 50 late last year. So I'll sell mine for less than that. Now these are copies. These aren't from Devo's archives. These are my personal copies. I was pretty much paid in records to do the cover art and all the layout because the distributor that was pressing the record for us, they're called Red Eye, they basically told me, we would have to pay somebody here to do it. So if you're going to do it, maybe we can work something out. And so I said, yeah, I'll do it, all of it. Just pay me a record. You don't have to pay me any money. So I got a few records out of the deal. And being that times are the way they are right now, my eBay income is being more and more limited because I cannot go to thrift stores and flea markets to find more stock. So I've been frantically looking around the house and digging in my attic to find things to sell. Man, it's tough. So I'm going to sell a few things from my personal collection. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this because I don't have unlimited copies. I only have a handful. So I think what I might do is I'll give it a few more minutes. I'll let some more people come in here. Oh, and here's another thing with this StreamYard thing, with the free account that I'm using right now. I only have, I think, 20 hours of stream time per month. And I think I already ate up 2 or 4 hours of it with my friend Tim, just testing the system on our own, not streaming anywhere, just testing the system. So I need to be careful because I want to do some more streams with this because I have special guests planned for the next couple weeks. I can't tell you any particular details right now, but it's going to be fun to have some people on here as guests. And maybe we can even try that today. If anybody wants to try to pop on screen here, maybe talk about when they got the live 1981 record, you know, the Devo record, or how that all came to be. Hey, Tom, how's it going? Nice to see you. Let me see if I missed anybody in here. I said hi to Sophia, Eddie. Oh, there's Tim. Great. Okay, so yeah, I've said hi to everybody. Darren, Christy, cool. Let's see here. Paco, you still here? Andrewski, you still here? Kia, you're still here, hopefully. Yeah. So also, I'm not playing the record. I'm not playing the live 1981 record right now because for a couple of reasons. For one, I don't want to deal with any copyright. For two, I thought it would be more interesting if you guys played your own soundtrack to this stream. You know, if you have live 1981 Seattle record, CD or whatever, play it. Play it while we're doing this, or play some Devo on your own. You know, because one of the things I realized about when I watch people's streams is sometimes if they're playing music in their stream while they're talking, it kind of fights with the music I'm playing and listening to. So sometimes I like the streams I watch to be no music in the background so I can play whatever I want. So that's the option you have today. So this is the double vinyl set. This is my personal copy that I've opened. It's got the cool Record Store Day stickers there. Nice. You can't see it because of the, yeah, you can kind of see that the gold is actually metallic gold. See how reflective it is there. That's pretty cool. Back cover, of course, Jerry in midair, Mark over there. I think Mark may also be in the air. Yep. And so this thing, man, when this came out, it was a dream come true for me. It was the first time I really worked on a Devo release from start to finish, you know, from finding the recording to having it remastered or tweaked by Bob too, and all that stuff, coming up with the graphics and everything, doing the poster. It was just such a cool thing to be a part of. So when it actually came out, I was freaking. I couldn't believe it. I had to go to Record Store Day just to watch people buy it. And it was pretty sought after that day. People were waiting in line, especially for this. So, and if you ever read the whole liner notes in the back, they're really good. Jerry Casale always does a great job writing those kind of things for me. So, but yeah, so this, like I said, I've only got a handful. Let me see if I can catch up on the chat here. Oh, hey, Nick, what's up? You gave yours away. You're always giving away. You're so giving. Nick is a giving spud for sure. Oh, hey, what's up, Finland? Cool. Hey, thanks for stopping by. Oh, yeah, Kay, you're still here. Cool. All right, so let me just say that before I go into the details about this, what's in here and everything, in case you haven't seen it, let me just say that I'm not going to say that yet. I'm just going to go ahead and show you cool stuff in here. Let me just stay on track. So first of all, we have, let's get to this stuff. 2 posters that are included, 12 by 12 glossy quality posters. Both photos by Moshe Bracha, who worked with Devo on some very classic images. Action vest shots, you know, possibly outtakes for the cover, I'm assuming. Now, the cover for the European version looked like this right here. Cover for the European was more like this, except it had Boogie on it. The columns, and but look at those helmets, and man, everything was so weird, especially to me, who, you know, when I was like a teenager and discovered the New Traditionalist album and this look, you know, the action vest, the pumps, it blew my mind. So there's the posters that come with it. Here are the 2 records, black vinyl, center labels there. Let me get one of these out so you can really see. There's the center label. Boogie Boy Records. I was so happy that we could finally use that again, like for an official release. Really happy to do that. I kind of redid that logo a little bit. Blew it up from the back of an old 7-inch and cleaned it up a lot. Couldn't believe we could actually put a record out on Boogie Boy Records. I was so happy about that. You know, the reason, let me just tell you the reason this happened, really. And I'll tell you the story about how the recording came to be, but the reason this project happened was because Devo had parted ways with Warner Brothers at this point. This is after the Something for Everybody tour, initial promo tour. And so we parted ways with them, and we had to create our own web store again, our own website. We had to start from scratch all over again. And I wanted so badly to release something really soon after that, to have some kind of Devo thing come out, so that it was obvious that we were not dependent upon a major label to put out material. So that was the reason I really wanted this to happen on Record Store Day that year. Now, how these tapes came to be, that's a whole story in itself. Let me catch up on the chat here a little bit. You need the posters, huh? Smin. Hello, Smin. I don't remember seeing you here before. Let me see. It was truly an accident. It was my buddy's record store. Oh, okay. Yeah, you told me that you got the wrong record. Oh, okay. He let you trade it for something else. Cool. Let me scroll up here because I know I'm missing something. Anner, Grand Disco. Hello, Anner. Did I pronounce your name right? Is it Anner or Anner? But hey, thanks for coming. Let me see. Scored at Los Angeles, 2014. You with package. Man, I wish I could keep up on this chat, but it's hard for me to read on my laptop screen. Going rate is about 40 for vinyl on Discogs. Yeah, but that's not sealed, Tom. I think those are open used copies. I think if you want to buy a sealed copy, Tom, it's more like 50, 60 or higher. That's what I'm seeing. I was going to sell these, the sealed copies that I have for probably, yeah, what the heck? I'll just do it for 40 plus shipping. I think that's fair for a sealed copy. So here's the deal. This is going to be a first come, first serve basis. Oh, sealed is 45. Okay, yes, that's a little higher. So I'll just do them for 40, and plus shipping. And here's how we'll do this. Since I only have a few copies, it's going to be first come, first serve. Hey, Vinyl Guru, you love my ass. That's nice. I'll drink to that. Gatorade on ice. Okay, so this is a CD version of this release. Now, this is still readily available. You can find this online for fairly inexpensive. But this came with a really cool booklet. Well, actually, I'll show you another cool thing. Before I get to the story about how the whole recording came to be, here's a mock-up I did of the CD set. So basically, I printed out the artwork from my computer. I glued it on another CD set just to see what it would look like. Because see here, it's just not really glued on there very well. It's just for me to see how everything laid out. And I even glued a fake a label on the CD here. And then here's the backing photo. Everything, I took everything apart and glued it back together. I even made a little mock-up booklet that's just all printed out of my computer and stapled together. But this booklet was my favorite part of the CD release. All these live photos of them. Tons of them in there that I collected for many years. It was hard for a long time to find photos of this tour, really good photos. But along the way of my archiving journey for Devo, I did run across some of them. So I put most of them in this book, most of the really good ones. So anyway, that was a little mock-up set there. Just want to show you all this stuff before I forget. So yeah, let's do it this way. I'm going to put something in the chat, a link. Now, okay, shipping in the US. Let me just hold on a second, guys. I gotta type this in here. Hold on. USA is 44 total. Outside USA is it's expensive to ship a 2 LP set to Europe. I got to figure this out. I have got to decide on. I think shipping overseas is going to be about $26.50 for a double record, I believe. So let me just say USA 44, outside USA is 67. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this in the chat. Got pricing for USA and pricing for outside USA, and then it's got my PayPal link. So I'm just gonna say that when I put the link up, the first 5 people that want to get it can get it. All right, let me see. The Vinyl Guru says, I love the type you type. I love the type you type. I love the type you type. I don't get it. Let's see. Yeah, media mail is cool. It'll be about $4, including the box, the LP box I have to buy. Let's see. Live photos are fantastic. Yeah, Sophia, it's my favorite era, of course, for Devo Live, and I never got to see it when I was a kid. It just didn't happen. I never knew about Devo playing anywhere around me. I never heard about it. I don't even know if I could have gone. I was so young. But I knew they played Greensboro back in the day, like 80, I think 1980, but I never knew about it. I only heard about Raleigh, North Carolina in 1988. Is that album Witch Find in the Corner? No. There's no Witch Find in there. Oh, you mean Behind Me on the Wall? No, there's no Witch Find albums in there. Okay, so here we go. I am going to what Tom CD-ROM, what do you mean how about 45? What does that mean? The way I type? The way I type? I don't type anything. Do I type weird? My first concert, oh man, I would have loved to seen that tour, Mio 696. Vinyl Gurus slipping, trade for some toilet paper. No, I don't use toilet paper. I use an oven mitt. I just hang an oven mitt by the toilet. It's all good. It's got 2 sides. Man, one side will last a while. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put this in the thing. What's up, Nick? Sophia, never say never. Tom 40. Yeah, you're right, Tom. You're right, Tom. Thank you. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. And look, let me just say to overseas people, I haven't actually packed one of these up and weighed it. I'm guessing it's going to be $27 to ship it, but if it's a little more, I may have to ask you to send a couple more bucks. But I just want to do this. Okay, so here we go. Anybody who really wants one of these records, get ready. I'm going to post the thing in the chat, and then you guys can go. And then I will try to check my PayPal while we're doing this thing, and I'll mark them off as I get them. Let's see. Did it work? Did my comment go up there? There it is. Okay, so there you have it. Anybody wants to get one of these sweet 2-record sets? Again, I don't have a lot of them. I don't really want to sell some of my personal copies, but I got to do what I got to do. Sophia says, Desert Days was incredible, though. I know that Cruel World would be just as good. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't it be? But Desert Days was a special kind of occasion because it was out in the I'd never been to a desert concert like that. It was really crazy to see those kids covered with dust dancing to bands. Okay, so for all of those who are interested, I could tell you the story about how this recording came to be. Okay, so when I first met Devo, I was introduced to the band via the Casalis, Bob and Lisa Casali, because they were the first ones I met, and they were very warm and welcoming to me and my girlfriend Diana at the time. And I won't go into the story about how I actually came to meet Bob and Lisa. That's another story altogether. But during the first year or so that I knew them, me and my girlfriend Diana went out to LA to visit, and the Casalis invited us to stay in their guest room at their house, so we did that. Then I think the next time we went out there, they asked us to house sit for them while they played some shows for Lollapalooza. I think this was in 1995 or 6 or something like that. So we did. We went to a few of the shows, and they had some other people house sit, and then we came back to Santa Monica and house sit for them for, I don't know, 2 or 3 days or something. And during this time, they said, look, you can just go through stuff, look through boxes, and just see what Devo stuff you can find, and you know, photograph whatever you want, record whatever you want if you find tapes. So I borrowed a DAT recorder, a DAT tape recorder, a digital audio tape. I think that's what that stands for, digital audio tape recorder, which was the highest digital recording media at the time that, you know, I could get my hands on. So I borrowed this from a friend. I brought it out to LA, went to their house in Santa Monica. Me and Diana house sit for them, and then I looked through these tapes, these boxes of tapes, and I just recorded all of them to DAT. I must have done it every day, 3 days, like every hour of the day. I was just doing tape after tape after tape after tape after tape. So this tape of live 1981 Seattle, it was one of the tapes that was in there, and it was one of my favorites because I'd never really heard New Traditionalist Tour live. I've never heard any of those songs from that album live, so I was blown away by the energy and the rawness of it, and I just always loved it. And I listened to it on cassette for years. Had the DATs in storage for decades, and finally this opportunity came around to release it. So it was like, yes, finally. I kept this tape for so long, and now it's finally going to be a real thing that everybody could listen to. Hey, Jason, what's up? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you. I'm going to go over here and check something real quick. I'm sorry I can't keep up with the chat right now. Hold on a second. Seeing what's happening here. Oh boy. Oh boy. Okay, so we got Tom Cheeky, Christy Swingle, and Ken. There's 3 of them. Okay, Ken, Christy, and Tom. Right. Okay, that's cool. So I've got 3 so far, everybody. What is that, Nick? What is a super sticker? 149 super sticker. What is that? Thanks for that. Well, Nick, since you just super chatted me, you get to be the first to experience something I've been waiting to do, and I only do this for super chats these days. You get to hear these two wonderful toys, these beasts of noise, make some celebratory music. Ready? Yeah! Nick with the super chat. Oh, that was worth it, wasn't it? I love these things. I love these things. These things are great. All right. So just so that you know, this is a circuit bent baby room monitor that is just bizarre, and it has all these touch sensitive punk rock spikes on it that you can touch and make noise with. And this is a mini Korg that Mark Mothersbaugh gave me some time ago. Thank you for the super chat of the $1.49. How nice. So now it's good to see that works in this thing here. Man, I'm totally falling behind on this chat thing. Let me take a gander here. What's happening? Hey, thanks for everybody for coming. Say hi in the chat if you get a chance. I'm really trying to catch up here. Okay, we got lived in LA in 2012, 2014. I could never afford to live in LA, but I was tempted to. It's just too crazy there. I don't know if I could do it. Yeah, I know. Friends and family is good. If you guys, any more of you want to order the record, and I'll put the link again, please send it as a friend family payment if you think about it. I hate to bother people with those kind of details, but it does help, as Tom noted, not take a fee out of me. Desert Days was your first music festival, Sophia. That's great. Okay, so you guys see how far behind I am on the chat, right? Tom, thanks, Tom. Oh, so wait, do I Sophia, I know I made you a mod, but it doesn't show you as a mod here. Is that weird? Is that supposed to be that way? I mean, I'm not seeing you as a mod on the Streamlab screen. It may be that way on YouTube. You know what I mean? I'm just getting used to this whole Streamyard thing. Okay, what is going on now? Tom says if you uncheck goods services, MP gets full. Oh, thanks, Tom. Appreciate that. Is Eddie crying? Eddie, don't cry. Why are you crying, Eddie? Don't cry. Jason's in the house. Show all the items at once to make it easier. All the items at once to make it easier. Not sure what that means. Not sure what items I should be showing. Right about international shipping costs. Okay. So I was right guessing that? Okay, cool. I figured it was around that. Some great songs never played live again. Yeah, I know. Wait a second. Okay, there's Nick. Okay, Nick. The Devo hot dog tour. Man, that was fun, those hot dog shirts, man. I don't know if you guys ever saw Devo while they wore the hot dog print shirts, but man, they look ridiculous. I laughed every time. Every time. I'm looking at the chat, guys. Hold on. Somebody's talking about circumcising hot dogs. I don't know. I'm just catching up on all these things. That's wonderful. Beautiful music. Ha ha. Ho ho. Totally. Cats love it. I don't know what's going on here. I'm just selling the vinyl, Pato. Honestly, I couldn't find the CDs in storage, but the CDs are readily available out there, like $15 or something. I think you can get them. So I would just say go to eBay or go to one of those places. They're not really hard to find. Henry says, Hank and Annette from Chicago here. Your live stream looks awesome. Thank you, Henry, for showing up. How did you hear about it? But thanks for being here. Let's see. The hot dog shirts are hands down my favorite. Yeah, they were. I mean, they were something else, man. Those things were really hard to see people wear. Especially Devo was great. Have you listened to much Childish Gambino? No, I haven't, dear Finland. I haven't. I've heard a little bit here and there, but it was a long time ago, so I don't really recall what it sounds like. Okay, click on a comment to show it on screen. I'm going to try this. I'm going to click on a comment. Oh, see, look, I can click on a comment and it shows it on the screen. I don't know why it doesn't show all the comments on the screen. Did you guys see me do that? When I click Sophia's comment that says love, it pops up on the screen. Is that happening for you guys? Again, this is just me testing this thing out. Cool. Hey, let me check PayPal again to make sure I'm not falling behind on these orders. Let's see here. Oh, Nick. All right, Nick wants one too. Okay, so Nick, you're on there. Okay, technically there's only one left. Hey, Jim, what's happening? The comment display would work well for answering questions that is displayed on. Yeah, see, I could do that. I could learn how to do that. I could practice that. So let's practice that. Okay, so here I'm answering this question. He says that comment display would work well for blah blah blah. That's so okay. That's what I could do. What does the hot dog shirt look like? John says, or is that Ken? Ken says, well, it was a shirt with a bunch of hot dogs on it. If you, let's try this. Hold on, guys. I'm going to try to share a screen. Okay, so we're going to go here. Hold on a second. Devo hot dog shirt. Okay, you guys. Here we go. Okay, ready? Here we go. Is that gonna? Okay, I'm gonna try to share a screen. Are you ready? That means a screen will pop up. Hopefully my browser. Here we go. Share screen. Share screen. Chrome tab. All right, here we go, guys. Dig it. This is the hot dog shirt. You see that? It's got a bunch of grilled hot dogs on it. Don't ask me. Look, I think it was Jerry's idea, and he was kind of riffing on Mark's Beautiful Mutants style photography mutation. So is everybody seeing that on the screen? Me sharing. Okay, cool. So everybody's seeing that. All right, all right, all right. Okay, so now we can not see that anymore. Isn't that cool? Howdy do. All right, so let me ask you guys this. Does anybody here have a particularly fantastic story or entertaining story that they want to tell about this release, live in Seattle, 1981? Maybe about, that you want to tell on screen with me, because I want to try to get somebody on here as a test, right? So tell me you want to join and tell a story, and then I will try to make this work. This is a learning experience, everybody. A learning experience. I'm pretty. What did you say, Sophia? I don't know what you're trying to say, but it was funny watching you try to say it. You know what I mean? Oh, man. Gatorades never taste better. So, okay, anyone interested in joining me on screen? You don't have to be on for very long. I just want to test it, for a minute. See what happens. Anybody? If anybody wants to join me on screen to tell a story about their experience with live 1981 Seattle record, maybe just briefly, I will put a link up for you to click. Sure, why not? Okay, Tom, let me try this then. Okay, Tom, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this, Tom, in the chat. All right, so you click this, Tom. Let's see if this works. All right, Tom, there it is. You click that link there, buddy boy. Hey, Vinyl Guru, you still up in here? Vinyl Guru, ooh, ooh, Vinyl Guru, ooh, ooh. Nick, well, thanks for buying it again, my friend. I appreciate that. Speaking of which, while Tom is figuring that out, let me go over here and check to make sure I'm not falling behind, because I only got one more to offer up for sale, and I don't want to screw up here. Okay, Nick was the last one. Okay, so everybody in the stream, just know that I only have one of those left. All right, Tom, are you seeing that link in there in the chat? And is it working? If it is working, I will see you pop up below my screen here, and then I'll have to let you in. So you won't immediately pop up on the screen. So don't worry about if you're not quite dressed yet, get dressed, then click the link. Ah, here we are. Okay, so Tom, I will, okay, so Tom, just let me know, just type a 666 in the chat when you're ready for me to let you into the room. This seems to be working good, people. We're not going to be, I'm not going to be doing like a long chat tonight, because again, I want to save my Streamyard hours. So, Nick, all I wanted to know that it was that you're in your underwear right now. That's all I wanted to know, really. I can end the stream now. Hey, what's up, Phil? Hello, Phil. Nice to see you, man. We're talking about Devo's live in Seattle, 1981 record set. It was released 8 years ago today on April 21st, 2012. It was a very grand moment in my Devo fandom experience. Okay, so some people, they have these great memories in life that stand out. Sometimes it's their graduation or their prom or their marriage date or when their son first went to grade school. For me, it's stuff like working on this record for Devo and actually seeing it come out and seeing people buy it and like it, which is great. Only the host can see you. The host may add you to the broadcast at any time. Okay, so you're ready, Tom, right? Here we go. So, Tom, you're on the screen, but there's nothing.
Hello?
Yeah, Tom, do you have your camera on?
Yeah, I thought I set it up. I don't know why it's not.
Okay.
That's odd.
Well, at least I know you're here.
Yeah, I'm feeling, I'm kind of going through a dark phase right now.
With both of us, hold on. Okay, so yeah.
Yeah. Oh, shoot.
Go click around there and see. Oh, wait, something's happening. You just did something.
Yeah, let me. Okay, wait. I think I got it. All right.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
All right. Look at this. Okay, so this works. Nice. All right. So, what do you have to say, young man, about this record?
Well, I remember the story that you told about finding that on cassette tape. It's like somewhere in stores, like somewhere completely random, and obviously that was something that you mentioned. I think, I don't know if you played it at Devotional, but I remember you mentioned that you couldn't share it with people.
Yeah,
And
Well,
then
for a
I
few
was like,
years,
okay, it's like, well, I really want to hear this. And then, yeah, like that 2012 period was interesting because, that was like right after Warner Brothers, and like, like totally didn't expect it or, see it coming. So like when it did come out, I actually went to Spoonful Records here in Columbus. They're really nice people. If you're like next time you're in town, I think you might have went there, but anyway, so on Record Store Day, I actually went, like wearing the new traditionalist shirt and the pants. And unfortunately, they had sold out of it, but they had an extra copy that was apparently defective. So they ended up giving me the album jacket and the 2 posters, which I still have in my collection. But now, thanks to you, I actually have,
cool.
have a seal, a vinyl
Yeah, so
copy.
now you can like hang those posters up and not worry about it because you got 2 backups now.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, as far as Devo releases go, I mean that probably has to rank up there, probably near the top, because again, that's something that like was never officially released. Now if you did have the King Biscuit Flower Hour LP from 1981 or 82, that's very rare.
I have that for sure. Yeah.
But like back, but that was like really the only time it was ever pressed on anything, and to find a copy of that's going to be well more than having this official copy. So, I'm very, I mean, I basically, today I tuned in at the right time, and now I have a vinyl copy, and hopefully the other 2 copies will go sooner than later, because not only is it a really good price, but you're also helping a really, really nice person.
Well, the whole reason, I mean, the whole fact that came out at all, I mean, there were so many obstacles that could have possibly thwarted that whole project. And I was sitting on those tapes for so long, and I did make a CDR of it, and I gave it to select people, making them promise they would never duplicate it for anybody. But that was before it was all tweaked and re-soundified, by Bob too. He really beefed up a lot of the bass sounds in it, and because it was just a cassette recording of a board mix. So it was something that Bob too did at shows. I think I remember him telling me that he would have blank cassettes with him, and every night he would give one to the sound man, and he would get it back after the show and never listen to him and throw them in a box. And that's the box I found. So some tapes were labeled, some tapes weren't. So I had to just kind of figure it out. But the fact that we were able to do that record, it was unlikely that it was going to come out, and we had no idea about this. It wasn't until years later that Warner Brothers told us, look, you really shouldn't have been able to legally release that record, because all those recordings were made during their time with us. So they were under contract when they were playing those shows. So those recordings are actually owned by Warner Brothers.
Oh, no.
We had some contacts at Warner Brothers that said, we're not going to bother you about it. Don't worry about it. So
that's good.
So that was cool. But yeah, I had no idea at that point that live recordings were also under that umbrella of what the label might own.
I had no idea either.
And it's like, I guess if we had lawyers, or if we wanted to fight it or something, maybe there's loopholes that we could have gotten, but we didn't have to do that one. It wouldn't have been worth doing all that for. But just the fact that thing exists, man, it's great. It's great.
Yeah, and like anybody else on the chat, I have to say, so being the first person to get to like be actually added to the to the video chat, it's pretty easy to set up. I mean, pretty much all you have to do is just like put in your username, allow the Streamyard to have access to your camera and your microphone. So in this case, I don't have my setup going, so I'm just using my MacBook Pro's camera. It's really easy, and then all Michael has to do is just make it split screen, and it's like you're on Larry King Live or something like that.
Ha! Larry King dead. So yeah, thanks for helping me test this thing out.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I'm hoping in the near future, I'm hoping to do something similar. Now, like now for me, like I use a program called what's it called? I just forgot the name of it, but like I use one for Mac, and like allows you to simultaneously broadcast to Facebook and YouTube, and there's like lots of options as far as making lower thirds and doing split screen. So like last year when I interviewed David Kendrick, it was something similar to this. So like I called him on Skype, and then you're able to bring in the Skype conversation, and it's just it looks just like that. But yeah,
and
thank you very much for having me.
to be. I can also set it to be 2, full screens like this. Or if more people join, I can. There's all kinds of little things you can do here, but I tend to like this one the best.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I guess I don't know. Somebody mentioned my appearance, but I've looked better. I haven't washed my hair in several days, and
you're looking pandemic, man. Right on.
Yeah. Well, yeah. And I just started doing like Amazon Prime delivery driving. So the last couple of days, you wake up at like 4 a.m., get there at 6, and then my shifts have been kind of light as far as like what I've been delivering. So I finished today at I finished ridiculously early at like 2 o'clock. So I just been at home hanging out, got some Taco Bell. Drinking some nice hard cider. So, and watching Death Wish 2. But yeah, I'm really glad that I tuned in. And now, like when you have, say make these like the announcements for these live videos, like where do you post these? Because I'm not seeing them. I just happen to be on YouTube, and then like you'll pop up in a little like avatar and it'll say that you're live. But other than that, I don't know when these happen.
I have that problem with other channels I follow too. I don't always get notices that they're live. I usually post on Facebook. I usually post it on Twitter, and I usually post it within YouTube community, it's called. So supposedly if you subscribe to me, you'll see a message pop up in your YouTube notice. And it just, today it was a picture of the records and the flyer, and it said, tonight at 7 p.m., whatever. So that's how I announce it in those three ways. Sometimes I just go live without announcing it because it's more of a last minute thing. But today was planned out. I've been planning to do this for a few weeks. So.
Well, cool. I think, yeah. Well, now like with this software, the only thing I mention is like at the top right, there's like this little like say like watermark that says powered by StreamYard. I mean, I'm sure it might be something that you could remove. Other than that, hey,
I can't remove it with the free version I have. If I upgrade and pay for it, then I can make that my own little logo or whatever.
That's what you got to do in the near future.
Yeah, I just I can't pay for this, but I do want. I'm going to have some great guests coming up from YouTube and from bands I love, and so I'm really excited to do that. But yeah, so I'll let you go. I know you're having fun being alone there and doing nothing, so I'm gonna.
Yeah, right. Oh yeah, hey, you know me. But hey, yeah, thanks again. I appreciate everything, and I'm definitely looking forward to having that record on vinyl. That's like one of the few Devo ones I don't actually own.
Oh, that's cool. Well, I'll box it up real nice for you, and we'll be getting those out in the next couple of days. But yeah, thanks for getting one. I'm going to go check the account now to make sure I'm not behind on marking these names down.
Okay, cool. Thanks, yep, thank you very much. I appreciate it, and yeah, best of luck with everything else going on today. And if those other 2 records haven't gone already, they should be gone in.
I know.
Not.
That's what I figured. But all right, cool, brother.
All right, thank you.
See ya. That was nice, huh? That was nice. So that worked fine. You're not seeing the watermark, John. It's supposed to be on the screen. Now, I'm only seeing what StreamYard's labs is letting me see, which is probably a little different than what's actually going on YouTube. Actually, let me look at YouTube right now, see if I could see what's going on here. Now, see, on my phone, I'm not seeing any watermarks or anything on YouTube. Oh, yeah, I am. Top right over here. There should be a little duck with the word StreamYard. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So now, let me check PayPal really quick, guys. I don't want somebody to buy one and have me refund their money. So let's see. Oh, okay, cool. We're still good. Nick was the last one to send a payment, so all good. Cardinal Sin, welcome. Yeah, it's Cardinal Sin. We're testing out some new streaming service application here, StreamYard. I'm glad we have figured this out. So, hey, thanks again, Tom, for popping up in here to be my guinea pig guest. Michael Barrier, I don't know about touring. I just know that our show, the Devo's show that was supposed to happen in May, got rescheduled for September. So that's all I know at this point. No tour plans that I know of, unfortunately, because I would love to go on tour, you know. I don't want to be away from my cats, but if it's for a Devo show tour, I will. All right, everybody. Let me scroll up through the chat here. Oh, there was a question I wanted to answer for, I think it was Paco. Let's see. No, it was for my friend in Finland. I wanted to, Val Urak. I'm not going to pronounce that whole thing. I'm just going to call you Val because that's what your name starts with, Mr. Finland. The reason that the crowd noise was accentuated, added into the show is because Devo wanted it. They wanted it. They said that a lot of times they would have a crowd source mic and a board recording mic. I only found a tape for the board recording mic. So they wanted, because the crowds were really going crazy at those shows, and Jerry and Bob just thought it sounded better with crowd noise in it. So that was their call. I was just glad the damn show came out in any form. Any chance Mark M to make an appearance? Pat, are you talking about devotional? I'm sorry, I'm falling behind. John Lazaro virtual show? Well, I don't know. Will anybody pay for a virtual show? Would they get paid? Because they need to get paid. So that's why, you know, they don't do shows for free. I don't think they would set up a virtual show for free. That's for sure. Because they'd have to go through just about the same rehearsals for a virtual show as they would for a real one. Come on, Eileen, just one. All the Jeff Winter, Jerry Casale business face mask. Oh, well, that's not, I think Jeff Winter's doing Jerry's personal website or YouTube page or something, but that face mask business is a Devo business for sure. And me and Jerry have been working on some designs and trying to source materials for those masks, and it's becoming a real problem. It's a pain. I can't find masks, white masks. We need white masks, either, you know, ones that can be printed on after they're already made, or we need to find somebody who can do them from scratch, like, you know, having all the fabric printed with the designs and then having them cut and sewed. But I cannot find anybody to do it yet. Doesn't have to be perfect. Well, but they have to be perfectly paid, John. That's what has to be perfect. Someone claimed the crowd noise was fake, but that seemed dubious. Well, it's not fake. It's real crowd noise, but it might not be from that show because it had to be added in. Hope the masks come out very fashiony. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know even what our options are as far as what masks are going to be available. Scratch and sniff masks, that's a good idea. You have to make them yourself and screen them yourself, then think, yeah, well, you won't find me making 100 masks by myself. I can't do that. I am not that skilled. Now, I did do the artwork for the masks, but that's all I could do. But yeah, there's more in the works that you guys don't know about that hopefully I can be announcing soon. But you know, again, I'm always waiting for something. I'm waiting for a prototype. I'm waiting for you know, technical stuff to be worked out for making stuff available via the website when our merchandisers are now shut down for the time being. So a lot of challenges. Turkey monkey mask is something I have thought about, and I talked to Sick Rick about it. And yeah, we've thought about that, but I don't know how marketable that would be. I don't know how many people would actually buy something like that. There's a couple of different ways we could go with a turkey monkey mask that we're not quite sure about. That dumb old weatherman. Oh, that must be Paul. Okay, that's Paul then. I always forget, Paul, your screen name is weird. So let me, yeah, I know everybody wants Devo masks. I want Devo masks. Devo wants Devo masks, but the world is unable to provide us with masks right now. Hold on, guys. I have a live recording of Oingo Boingo that they did on a stage with no audience. Yeah. I was really disappointed when that came out, Nick. that live Oingo Boingo in a studio with no crowd noise, I didn't like that at all. I thought that was balls. I still listen to that every now and then, but the no crowd noise bothers me. It just bothers me. Because how hyped can you be as a band if you're sitting in a studio recording with no real audience? I don't understand it. But not everything's perfect, and it won't be perfect. And I'm glad these records come out. Even the Oingo Boingo live with no audience, I'm glad that came out because there's some good stuff on there that you wouldn't have ever heard live versions of it anyway, any other way. Michael Pilmer might be able to use bandanas and put designs. Well, I don't know, Cardinal Sin. Devo's really not about going that route. They would want the medical-looking white masks with their exact graphics printed on them, and it's just a lot of things to be worked out, details to be worked out on those. But we're trying. We got the designs ready to go. If anybody has any connections to anybody at 3M, we used to have some connections there. They helped us make the Something for Everybody outfits. Any connections there? Any connections with getting masks made? We definitely want white or light colored masks. Those off-white masks or the medical white masks, that's what we're looking for. So Tom and Tim are having a conversation. Okay. Cinderella Other Cover. Yeah, Tom. That's one of the songs that stands out as one of my faves on that record. Cinderella Undercover for sure. Anyway, let me just thank you guys for being here tonight. I'm not going to do this very much longer because I want to save these stream hours on StreamYard. I want to save these hours for when I have actual guests on with me, because I can stream normally when I don't have guests and it won't eat up my StreamYard hours. You know what I mean? Washable masks are recommended, and people have been encouraged to do bandanas. Yeah. That all makes sense, Cardinal Sin. But for Devo to sell masks, they're not going to be selling like bandanas or anything. They're going to be selling some quality protective gear as Devo would do. Let's see, all you people in here, you couple dozen people, thank you so much for coming out tonight. This was basically an excuse for me to remind everybody that this came out so many years ago. I just realized it a few weeks ago that this anniversary was coming up. I was walking by the poster that was hanging. It's been hanging in my house forever, and I walked by and I noticed the date, April 21st, and I was like, oh man, I got to remember to do that this month. So can you send a Devo hat and yellow suit? No, but those energy domes will be available at some point in the near future if I have anything to do with it. I've been really trying hard to work around this whole pandemic barrier of our merch company being kind of on lockdown right now and shut down for the time being. I'm trying to work it out so that somehow we can make some energy domes available next month. So I'm trying, people. I'm trying to do this duty now for the future stuff. I'm really trying to make it happen, but it's an uphill battle these days. Of course, everything's screwed up. Blue energy domes are all out, Cardinal Sin. Been trying to get those made for a couple of years too. Got really close to getting those made this year. Maybe the second half of the year we will be able to get those made. Depends on how these red energy domes sell. That's why I really want to get the red energy domes on sale. So yeah, eBay has blue domes, but those are counterfeit domes on eBay, unless somebody says that they bought it at a Devo show or on. There was a whole big bunch of counterfeit blue domes that were made the last few years, so beware. All right, so everybody, I want to thank you again for coming out. I know it hasn't been the most exciting stream with me messing with all these Streamlab details and technical stuff, so but I appreciate everybody coming out. I will have, like I said, some special guests coming on, some YouTube channel friends of mine, and some people from my favorite bands are going to be joining us, hopefully. So let's all stay positive in isolation and be productive if you can. I'm trying to be so productive with my time. It's almost driving me crazy, but I'm already crazy. Your first StreamYards test seems to have been good. Yeah, it was great. I even got somebody to test the little donation tab for me. That was nice. All right, everybody, I appreciate y'all. I'll leave you with another little sound. Okay, ready? Oh yeah, thanks for the reminder. Please give me a thumbs up before you go out tonight. That really helps the YouTube magic work. And thank you again. Yeah. All right, see you later, guys. I like you.